Hello students, I hope all are safe at home. In previous class, we had seen a poem, which is the first poem, The Gymnastic Block. It was a very beautiful poem. So in today's class, we are going to continue the next chapter. Which is the next chapter? Yes, avoid plastics. So this is the lesson today we are going to see. Are you ready with your textbooks? Yes, now let's start the lesson. Before starting the lesson, I am going to read out the lesson. All of you listen it carefully. Okay, shall we start? Yes. Avoid plastics. It is a time to say no to plastics. Plastic is not a strange product to anyone. It's everywhere in the present world and it has become a part of our life. Alexander Parks created the first man-made plastic. He demonstrated it in an international exhibition in London. He named it as Parksin. The common and wide use of plastic is mainly because it is inexpensive. It is long-lasting and it is easy to make. These substances can be molded into any form by heating and it can be retained in that particular form when cooled. It can be made into thin and light material which is now widely used to make hard and disposable carry bags or packing materials. These qualities cause threat to the environment as it is cheap and easily available. People dispose plastic everywhere. Plastic stays on the earth's surface for many centuries and it is long lasting and impossible to decompose. It ultimately causes enormous environmental hazards due to migration. Plastic pollution is highly concentrated in big cities. When these are thrown after use, they remain in the soil in the same form as they are non-biodegradable. So I will stop till here. Have you all observed it? After the completion of lesson, you have to read the lesson throughout so you can improve your reading skills. So now let's move into the lesson. See, all of you look at the board. Here I have given two pictures. This is no plastic bags and use paper bags. So using too much of plastic bags is very poisonous and also it is not good for ourselves and also our earth. So using paper bags is very good for our health and also for our environment. So this is a plastic bag and this is a paper bag. Now let's move into the lesson. It's time to say no to plastics. So it's time because everywhere the place from one place to another place, if you move, we can see a use of plastic bags. Everywhere it is a plastic. Plastic is not a strange product to anyone. It is not a strange product, but it's everywhere in the present world and it has become a part of our life. It's everywhere in the world. It has become a part of our life. How it has become a part of our life? Yes, from the morning till evening, what all the work we do, we can see plastics in every work. When we use when we have a cup of coffee, that cup is also a plastic because it is very colorful and attractive. So people they are attracted to that product. So the cup is plastic and the keychains. What are the keychains you are putting for the keys? That is also a plastic. The things when you go for shop, that time when you purchase it, that one is also a plastic bag. So everything everywhere where we see from morning till evening, we are seeing and we are using only the plastics. Though it is not harmful for our health, but it is not good for our environment. Alexander Parks created the first man-made plastic. Who invented the plastic first? Yes, Alexander Parks. He first invented the plastic and he demonstrated it in the international exhibition in London. So there was a international exhibition in London. There he exhibits the first plastic in the exhibition. He named it as Park Singh. So what he has named it? Park Singh. The common and wide use of plastics is mainly because it is inexpensive. Why we are using a lot of plastics in our daily life? Because it is very inexpensive, because it is very cheap. It is easy to carry and it is usable and also throwable. It is long lasting and it is very easy to make. Yes, it is very easy to make. We can use it and we can also throw it. We can use it for one time. It is use and throw bags. These substances can be molded into any form by heating. What is the meaning of mold? Yes. Mold means give a shape. We can melt the plastic and we can mold them. Mold them means we can give them any shape. We can, as soon as when we melt, it will become like a liquid and we can give a whatever shape we want to that. So mold means give a shape. It can be made into thin and light material which is now widely used for made hard and disposable carry bags or packing materials. So the plastics can be easily made into thin and light material like as plastic bags and packing materials. The plastics can be melted easily and made it as a very thin and thin papers, so that we can use it as a carry bags and packing materials. Disposable carry bags. What is the meaning of disposable? Mean to be used once and throw. Once you can use it and you can throw, because it is very cheap and it is very easy to available. So we are using lot of plastics. These qualities cause threat to our environment, though it is not creating any problem to our health, but then too it creates a huge problem to our environment. As it is cheap and easily available, people dispose plastic everywhere. Though it is very cheap, we can get it for a less cost, and it is very cheap and it can be available in any shops. So what people do? They purchase the plastic bags and after using it, they dispose it everywhere they want. They are not disposing in a particular place. They are just throwing in the open land. So it is not good for the land. It creates a pollution. Plastic stays on the earth's surface for many centuries as it is long lasting and it is impossible to decompose. What is the meaning of long lasting? Means the plastic which one we are throwing in the land, it doesn't decompose. It does not decompose. It stays on the land the same way for the centuries and for a long time. And it is not possible to decompose. Means it cannot be dissolved in the environment. It means in the earth. It creates a big pollution for the environment, for the earth. It ultimately causes enormous environmental hazards. Excuse me. It ultimately causes enormous environmental hazard. What is the meaning of enormous? Very large or huge. It creating a very huge problem to our environment. Due to migration, plastic pollution is highly concentrated in big cities. Due to the migration. For example, peoples nowadays, they are not staying in one place. They are moving to one place to another. They can take any other things with them. So they are using only plastic bags for the carrying the things. So what they are doing is they are using lot of plastics in the cities, and they are parts. When these are thrown after use, they remain in the soil in the same form and they are non-biodegradable. After they are throwing the plastics in the mud, they are not decomposing. It doesn't decay. So it remains same in the land and it forms they are non-biodegradable. What is the meaning of non-biodegradable? Means not capable of being decomposed. It doesn't decompose. It stays like that for the years and the centuries beyond. When the lot of plastics are thrown in the land, what happened to the land? It doesn't decompose. So it even spoils the soil. So the soil becomes infertility, and when we grow some plants in that soil, it doesn't come properly and it doesn't have any nutritions when we intake that food. So these are the problems where plastics create for our humans and environments. Still here I will stop the lesson. Now it's time for your assignment. See page number 23. There check your understanding. In that box we have 4 questions. Can you see here? We have 4 questions. You have to answer that 4 questions. That is your assignment and you have to read out the lesson when you are free after writing your homeworks. This one is your assignment. Let's continue the remaining part of the lesson in the next class. Thank you.